I know we have to talk about the fast. I have so much to say. Let me go handle my responsibilities. Actually, you know what? We gotta go wash the car. So we can answer the first question while washing the car. Ooh. Cleaning the car is actually the very last thing that I would want to do right now. But I have to because I'm responsible for it. I actually forgot to look at the questions. I have 5 questions, or maybe 6. I don't know. But I had some questions that I wrote down when I began the fast. And I knew that I was going to make a video answering those 5 questions after the 21 days. And y'all, let me go. Let's see what the first question is. Why did I fast? Why did I fast? I had touched on it a little bit when I first started on day 1. If you're seeing this video and you haven't seen the original, I mean, not the original, the first half of it, I suggest you go watch that first just to get an idea of like what I was doing and just to get an idea of things. I fasted because I really didn't know where to turn. I didn't know what to do. It felt like I was hearing God, but then I'm like, okay, maybe it's just me. I didn't know how to decipher. I came across 2819, and if y'all have heard of 2819, y'all are like, this feels like a cult, or like, why is everybody so infatuated with it? It's messages. It's the messages that he says. It's like sometimes I don't go to the church or anything. I came across while fasting, or I hold on. Where is the other thing I just had? Man. Oh, it's right here. I came across like it was like a sermon that was like just about consecration, just in general. I've been here in 2819 and he's talking about fasting. So let me just hear what he has to say. So I highly suggest y'all go watch that. And me watching that, that's where I made the choice to fast. That is what I needed. I felt like before I watched that video, I felt like I exhausted all my options. But after watching the video, I realized that I didn't. I haven't ever intentionally fasted before. I do daily devotionals, and I did a devotional about the Daniel fast, 21 days. And I was just reading it, going along with the devotional, but I was not fasting. There's been times where I've gone days without eating, but it was just for like, it was medical reasons as to why I couldn't. So hearing that, I'm like, okay, let's just try fasting. Let's just see where it goes. And I was toggling like, do I do it for the week? Because he says that, you know, his church, his people, they're gonna do it for a week. I encourage y'all to do it for a week. So I'm like, okay, a week. I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I think it was like day 3 is when I truly decided that it's gonna be 21 days. And day 3, I'm thinking like, okay, yeah, 21 days ain't nothing. I got the 3 days. By like the 5th day, I'm like, I really said 21 days. 21 days was very challenging. We're gonna change locations and answer the second question. I honestly feel like me saying fasting isn't the correct term. I just use that because it's a common term. What I fasted from changed throughout the like certain milestones in the fast. The first week I fasted like no food. After like day 7, I realized like, and this sounds so crazy, but food is not what you need to be fasting from. Editing Sky here. I have to clarify when I said food isn't what I need to be fasting from. I already didn't have a good relationship with food, so when the 7 days had passed, I'm like, you know, I didn't feel anything revolutionary happen. I realized through me doing my Bible study that there's more things that I need to sacrifice. And that's why I say fasting wasn't the word I should have used. I should have used consecration. Like, I feel like I fully consecrated myself, my body for 21 days, and that meant giving up food, that meant giving up my vices, that meant up giving things that made me feel comfortable. So I just wanted to clarify that. Um I still was fasting, and but it was like a full like transformation, and that's when I feel like it shifted into like a full consecration. And I hope that makes sense. If not, I was like asking God, like, what is it? What do I need to sacrifice? Because fasting consecration is like a sacrifice. You're sacrificing something. I sacrificed smoking. I sacrificed social media, even though I really wasn't on it for real. I mentioned YouTube while I was fasting. I'm doing another 7 days of consecration, and this is like a week or two after I completed the first fast. So now I'm in 7 days of consecration. I'm actively not being in the world. I'm actively trying to keep what's the word? I know the word. It starts with the S, right? Editing Sky here. The word was secular. Secular things. I forgot. Worldly music though. What is that word? Secular entertainment. Editing Sky is gonna be so mad. Yes. I'm purposely not consuming myself with worldly things, things of this world right now. God told me to just last 7 days of not watching YouTube because that was your comfort during those 21 days. Now take that away and just focus on me. And like I said in the last video, I've been doing the Bible every day, and I still do that. And now I just have to find different ways to fill up my time. Like, haven't turned on the TV. I watch YouTube, but I am not consuming myself with like people's lives and stuff like that. Like, I like watching that stuff, but right now it's time for me to focus. And so I watch Josh and Easy. They do biblical case studies. I've been watching those. I've been listening to worship music. I've been listening to um spiritual podcast, Christian podcast, because in totality they are Christians. My days have been filled with things, so I haven't even thought. Well, I have been thinking about turning on TV and eating and watching YouTube and stuff like that. I'm eating, y'all. I'm eating, but like, eating and watching YouTube. That's the combo. You find you a good video, eat your food. But yeah, I purposely haven't been doing all of that stuff. 7 days, and I'm doing it with Pierre. Pierre's not able to document his side, but we'll probably talk about it in like a vlog or a video or whatever, something like that. I fasted from the things that have made me comfortable throughout this time that I feel like I've been transitioning. I'm sorry I'm ashy. I'm not changing myself. When I was 18, me and my friend decided that we're gonna get tattoos because we're old enough and stuff like that. And I knew that I did not want to get something and regret it later. So my cousin um has really been on her walk with Christ and her walk with faith for years now. And so she was the first person I thought of to ask, like, what's your favorite Bible verse? And I know I've heard people say like tattoos are a sin, or I don't know. I haven't got to that point. I asked my cousin what her favorite verse was, and she said Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope in the future. And I got that tatted on me at 18, right here on my rib cage. If I still have the photo from when I got it done, I'll show y'all. But it's just you'll see it enough. It's like a little script or whatever. The person who did it omitted some words. She also made sure that I'm able to read this as I age, as I grow. And I appreciate you for that because I wasn't even thinking of that. I looked on Pinterest and told her I wanted like this with this font and stuff like that. And she gave me honest advice. And I appreciate her for that because I can still read it, still looks good. It was worth it. When I was laying down last night, I realized like God has truly been by my side before I even knew He was by my side and protecting me. Getting this at 18, I went through so much, so many changes, so many things that I didn't expect. But having this has kept me, I feel it has kept me on the right path. And although consciously, I really wasn't like dissecting it every day and like, okay, I'm going through this, but I know it wasn't like that. It was just, it felt like an armor of like God's word is always with you. And the fact that I was scared to get into the Bible is mind blowing to me because now that's something that is a daily practice of mine. This tattoo is slowly unfolding, slowly showing me that he does have a plan for me. Although life isn't unfolding how you thought it would unfold, I have something bigger for you. And it made me cry last night because little 18-year-old me did not know that I would endure so much. And I thank God for giving me this stamp, for allowing me to have this stamp on me because I see the progress. I see how I could have easily gotten off track. I could have easily just been derailed for the worse because 1 Peter 5 verse 17. Let me go get. Oh, okay. 1 Peter 3 17. 3:17. I think I said 5:17, but 3:17. For it is better if the will of God be so that ye suffer for well doing than evil doing. And this tattoo plus having this on my vision board is showing me how God is working with me and is helping my patience because you can be so impatient. I am glad that I'm able to say that I suffered for well doing. I am enduring things for my benefit and not because I'm straying away from God. If anything, I'm getting closer and closer to God, and I thank you, God. I thank you, God, for that. I can't imagine a life without Him now, honestly. And I thank Him for pulling me away from the stuff that I was pulled away from. I thank Him for always being here with me, and I cannot say that enough. This tattoo means a ton. I only have 3 tattoos. This tattoo really doesn't mean anything. It's a flower. I just wanted decorations. And then this, I have a tattoo right here of a naked lady. I'm gonna be honest, with an afro. But it's like Eve. I'm thinking of it like Eve. I don't regret this tattoo. That don't mean nothing. That just flowers. It's decoration. I can decorate. I had to get that out. I have 2 more questions actually. How did I spend my time? I spent my time by doing puzzles and getting into the word, and y'all just have to go look at the other video cuz y'all saw what I did. I read everything that you saw in the video, even though I missed some days. I didn't miss any days. I purposely did not record those days because go watch the video. Not finna say it again. What did I gain from fasting? I gained a clear mind. I feel like, I've always felt like I had a clear mind. But I also had a distracted mind and in a mind of confusion in a way because I'm seeing all these things and I'm trying all these things, but I don't know which thing is my thing. I feel like I have a good head on my shoulders. And I feel like I'm focused. I feel like there's not many things that can derail me unless it's God Himself. There's so many suggestions thrown at you and things like that. And me being able to truly hear God's voice, I feel like I'm on the right path. Although it's not a path that I desire. It's a path that I can handle, and it's a path that God put me on. I'm appreciative because it's slow, but it's worth it. It is worth it. He put me through things that I could handle, and I appreciate that. Um, I gained a closer relationship with God, and it's a blessing. It is a blessing. It's a blessing. And who helped me the most during this fast? God helped me first and foremost because He gave me the strength. Who else helped me the most? That's really it. Like, Pierre was there, but he wasn't doing it with me, so it wasn't like I had anybody to lean on and to hold me accountable and to hold them account. Like, like help each other get through this. Like, I felt like it was just for me. So I don't feel like he helped. It sounds bad. I don't feel like he helped, but he was there. Like, he wasn't, and he was supportive. Everything I do, he supports. So I appreciate that, and vice versa. I hope that he appreciates um me, but well, I know that he does. Pierre was the only human being that knew I was fasting at that time. Yeah, he's the only one that knew. Yeah, he was the only one that knew. I hope this video was insightful. Me changing all these locations, it felt like I didn't even really talk about anything. But hopefully, editing Sky, hopefully, I said some things that are meaningful and that people can take with them. Editing Sky here. Yes, you did a great job, Sky. I'm so proud of you. One thing I do want to point out that I didn't get a chance to point out is during these 21 days, I was not perfect. There was days where I would slip up, but I would take the time to evaluate myself. There was times where I was quiet and I just had to listen, take consequences, and yeah, just because you slip up one time doesn't mean give up. Just keep going because there is something amazing at the end of it. Just in case somebody is fasting for 21 days and let's just say you eat, or let's just say you indulge in something that you feel like you shouldn't have, please don't beat yourself up. Just don't do it tomorrow. When you feel like, oh, I'm doing the wrong thing, stop it immediately. I encourage y'all to just keep going. I tell that to so many people, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, y'all. Whatever you're doing, however you're feeling, just keep going. I hope y'all really see how raw and vulnerable I am. Like, I have my head covered because I don't know, my this bonnet and this scarf has been on my head for the past 3 days. And I haven't taken it off. But like, I'm coming to y'all like just raw, vulnerable, because I don't want to make it seem like I have my life put together and everything. Like, this is me. This is me. I just trying to get through it, and I'm not putting on a facade. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you gained something from it. Like, comment, subscribe, I guess. They say that, but y'all don't ever do that. That's why I don't like saying it in my videos, because y'all don't ever listen. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Vlog coming out next week. So stay tuned. And hopefully the vlog has me and Pierre in it. It should. As much as we can. But yeah, all right. Love y'all. See y'all later.